I thought it was really good because the storyline was really clear. Like you could tell what narrative structure thing you were going for because there was a problem at the beginning and then it was solved at the end, and it was obvious. You could see it happening all the way through. So.
Yeah, I tried to follow that Toy Story 3's concept of the toys, the boy having outgrown his toys, and so he finds like someone else to like.
Yeah, you
after
can tell that's the.
Yeah.
You can see that story, so.
It's a bit like the Toy Story story, isn't it?
Yeah, that's what I
literally just said. And there was lots and lots of different camera shots, which is good. So it was never the same old thing.
I think it's really clever how you filmed it because you can't tell if you sort of made the bear walk. It just looks like natural.
Yeah.
So I think the camera shots that you use are really clever with that.
Yeah, I strained myself endlessly to get those.
Was the film was it kind of dark on purpose? Did you make it?
Yes, with the bear on the darker scenes where he's like a bit more depressed, I wanted it to be darker, so I filmed it somewhat even in the evening. But also, I think initially I did want it to be bright because I wanted people to see what was happening. But then it's sort of unnerving when you don't know what the bear's thinking, even though he doesn't even show his expression. So when it's really dark and you can't even see his face, it's like.
Oh yeah, there was a good bit in the dark where you could see the silhouette of you throwing him in the cupboard.
Yeah,
you didn't need to see
was
anything
good.
else. It was filmed from inside the cupboard.
Yeah.
All we had to see was your silhouette.
That was really hard because I was having the bear to actually land on the camera lens, which probably isn't wise, because then it would go into black. But then it's just I don't know, I didn't do that. Oh.
Anything else in terms of thinking about camera angles, shot types, editing? You haven't said anything about his editing, mise en scène. Think about the main areas of analysis.
The bit where the bear was standing and the camera was spinning round.
Yeah.
To show confusion or just.
Yeah, it was to focus around the bear, but I had a different idea for that scene. It was going to be the same sort of panning, but between the beat of the music, it was going to change to another scene which I'd done of the exact same panning sort of movement, but my room would be of an older version of itself. So it's as if he's going tripping out of flashbacks. Yeah.
What it used to be like.
Yeah.
Like the Christmas tree scene where you had the flashbacks to when he was a present. Mm.
I thought everything just flowed really seamlessly. It just looked really natural, and
I think the props that you used as well made it even better. With the beer can, the phone, the Facebook, when you went through all the pictures.
Yeah.
Stuff I think the props that you used worked really well. It made it flow a bit more.
You really brought in aspects of the teenage
social content
kind
of thing.
Yeah.
That's why you can tell that it's a modern story.
Yeah. Because I wanted him to experience today's technology and to see whether he could reconnect with me through that, how everyone else is doing, the girlfriend at the start, he's jealous of her because it's somewhat he's jealous that he thinks that relationship's replaced the one that he had with me. So then he starts first he goes off. If you noticed, he just uses little post-it notes.
Yeah.
But then he starts to drink and stuff because he's experiencing the world. But unfortunately, because he's only a toy bear and he's very immature, he just can't deal with it.
Any reflections on what could be improved or anything that would have improved Matt's video?
More scenes with the girlfriend, coming back and stuff.
Yeah.
I think you just have her at the start.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I could have had.
You need to flick back to you hanging out a bit more, going to the cinema or something.
Yeah, I was planning to get a lot of friends around at one point, but then I would think it would sort of detract from the focus that it's the bear and me. So the girlfriend was enough, and then when you saw all the pictures on Facebook of all these different people sort of involved with me, it's as if you can tell that he's made a lot of progress since back then with the bear, because the bear only saw me. He didn't really see other friends. He just saw me.
Okay. Anything else? Any other improvements for Matt before we move on? I think for me, only with the initial shooting, sometimes you could have more contrast with the lighting. So perhaps lit at the beginning, so when things are happy, and then you've used the darkness really well. But that'll be.
You could just edit it to do that.
Yeah,
You wouldn't need to go back and
Effects on
refilm stuff. You could just change the
It's got that
lighting.
grainy look, but it needs to look like it's a deliberate grainy look. That
Yeah.
it's deliberately vintage, or that it's instead of that it might be accidentally grainy.
Yeah, with
To
the dark scenes, I did alter the camera on them to try and get it brighter so you could at least see what's happening, but then it made it really bad, like really, really bad quality, so I decided to just scrap that idea and just made it darker, which really just helped prove my point.
Yeah.
Good. So what mark would you give him?
4.
Okay. Good.